The practice of yoga is not the effort to bring things back together. It's only the realization that nothing needs to be brought together. It's the realization that we are whole as we are, that we have a place in the universe, a place on earth. For me, that's the essence of yin yoga, whether it's practiced on a mat in India, whether it's practiced in the desert someplace else, or it's practiced in our homes. For me, that's the essence of it. It's the realization that, in fact, we actually are okay. And for me, the teaching of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, although I'm not a Buddhist, but his teaching and the teaching of the Buddhists is so needed in the world today that from my point of view, preserving the Tibetan culture is very important. Supporting and maintaining this culture that believes in nonviolence and believes in interconnectedness. It doesn't feel like I'm giving something. These children are praying for us every day. Who's getting the good deal here? It's certainly not. Sure, we're giving them some money and we're working for them, but they're sending the love to us and they're sending the love to the world, and that's way more than I'm giving them. So. And all that happens because so many people are trying to make a difference in the world. And the first way they're doing it is they're coming to yoga teacher training. They're coming to class. And it's important just that they come. That makes a difference in it. I often think myself, that when I'm most grounded and most whole is when my ego and I share the same sense of humor. If I read a book that says everyone's interconnected, and the next day the bestseller says, guess what, nobody's interconnected, I don't know what to believe. But if I look at the ocean, it's always the same. Yeah. And from a Taoist point of view, all that is manifested in the universe holds this apparent duality of yin and yang. So yin and yang are not are only terms of relationship. Nothing is either yin or yang. The whole universe and cosmos is in this relationship. If we look at it from an emotional point of view, it's this balance of striving and acceptance. Our yang nature is that part that goes out in the world. We need to make changes. We need to do things. We need to move. And this is very important. Of course, we have children starving in the world. We have the earth that needs saving. This takes effort and takes a certain amount of striving. But on the other side of that is the balance of acceptance, this balance between striving and acceptance. And in our world today, I see the world pushed way towards the yang part. In other words, nothing is exactly right. We have to change things. We have to be better. You have to get more money. You have to get a better car. All these things around dissatisfaction and non-acceptance. So the reason I was really drawn to yin, and the reason I continue to be drawn to it, is because I feel that the importance of the practice of acceptance and equanimity is so important in the world today. This is where we are now. And I really believe that we are in a place now where we're poised to move from the third chakra and back to the heart. We're poised to move from the patriarchal systems that control the world into the balanced system. Maybe we move into more goddess way of seeing things, more compassionate way of seeing things. But this shift has to happen. We have to let go of this hanging on to aggression and yang nature, and we have to open into our yin nature. This is part of our development. Are we stuck in this story of the ego of the youth, or can we actually understand that it's possible to transcend those things? The teachings of the elder apply to every age. So part of it, that training is again, what is happening with our personal development? Are we stuck in a story that no longer serves us? Or is there a healing story that we need to open to? And I often say, if you write one thing down in this teaching, write this down. And that is, if you have time for 4 postures, do 3. Actually, one of my guiding principles is leave early, walk slow.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want one guiding principle, maybe when you wake up tomorrow, leave early and walk slow.
Mm-hmm.